it out of a pipe.
I stopped smoking crack and now I sniff it. That's how you sound.
I'll just eat it. It's fine.
Y'all specified and said, bitch, you need to stop buying so much fucking soap.
Bitch, you know what? Let's start the show. See why? Because I'm so fucking sick of you. I can't even. I can't even.
I bought one mask. 2. That's it.
Whoa. You see how it doubled?
Oop.
So did you buy one or did you buy one of each type?
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I just want you to know I have audio of you not 30 seconds ago saying that you had only bought one mask.
Yep.
Yeah, I only bought one.
You just counted out 5. Yo, what up? It's your boy Ceewhy from Black Astronauts Podcast over here with my sisters, chilling, kicking it. And if you are not above 18 years of age or older, you should not be listening to this show. But if you are, strap in. Let's have a good time.
Hey guys, it's Ray, and you are listening to the Houston We Have a Problem podcast. Today, I am joined by Ceewhy, Chris, and Lloyd. Say hi, guys.
Hey.
Hey.
What's up, y'all?
If you guys want to get in contact with the show, you can tweet us at T for Tried It. You can email us at HoustonWeHaveAProblemPod@gmail.com. You can also find us on the Black Astronauts Podcast Facebook page, which is not just the page, but also the group. If you're looking for the interactions that we have and are sharing articles and having a bunch of different conversations and crap, make sure that you join the group and not just the page, because you will miss out on everything. Also, you should become a patron. A patron is a person who gives us a certain amount of money a month, and in return, they get premium content. There are different levels. One of the levels is getting a shout out across all the networks. Crystal, she'll tell you more.
Yay. Okay, so first of all, our Patreon page is patreon.com/Black Astronauts. There are different levels. So if you are at the $3 to $5 level, you get a shout out on the main BAP show. $5 and up, you get a shout out on all the shows, plus access to the BAP archives. $10 and up, you get access to fireside chats and bonus content. For example, like the Insecure recap. And also, we're shout out to all of our donors so far. We appreciate y'all. We got Monty M, Peter H, Ken H, Pasto Chene, Felt 5, Robbie R, Deloya, Sadita H, Shalonda W, and Wonga, Cameron B, Mr. Brent, C Mo, Ashley G, Cho Nilla, Knowledge, Dre, the greatness that is MJ. All right, from heaven. Okay. Donald, Ophelia Ono, hey girl, Teddy Funk, Charlie Snowflake, Angela D, Nikki M. I'll need a penis.
I'm sorry, what? You cut out a little.
Yeah.
I'll need a penis. Although,
need what?
All right. Actually, I don't need that. But anyway, Shadrach C, Shauna E, Ariana, Jordan H, Pam M, Monty M, and Scrum Master Flash. I hate all of them. Thank you so much for being donors. You guys are great, and we appreciate you. Yeah, thanks.
No, we absolutely do appreciate you, and I absolutely appreciate the people who are getting in on the opportunity to troll the network with these great names. I mean, Scrum Master Flash, the greatness that is MJ, Teddy Funk, I'll need a penis. Whatever happened to beat a bitch ass? Wonder where she went.
Probably right. She's probably
She got her ass beat.
Off beating a bitch ass, most likely. But yeah, we appreciate you guys for contributing to the show. Let's see. First, let's get into, well, I guess we should introduce ourselves. Start off with you, CY.
I'm CY. Hi.
I'm CY. Hi.
Well, that pretty much sums it up.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? I don't know what else to say. You can find me at CEEWHY612 anywhere on the internet.
Well, I was gonna ask you what you were up to, but you know.
Oh. Well, you were super slow. What is you doing? You just left me out to hang. Let's start over. Go ahead.
No, it's okay.
No, she didn't. She did not leave you out there.
This is going.
See why? Introduce yourself, and you sat there quiet. I'm like,
I mean, tell the
No
people
problem.
what you've been up to, CY.
I had been getting ready for post-secondary, getting ready for school. I had been getting ready for the winter. I have been getting tired of Destiny. I have been having dreams about strip clubs. I have been,
Wow.
yeah, I have been making a lot of music and art.
Mm-hmm.
And besides that, just let my hair grow in these hoes. Just out here. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Your life just sounds so super cool, CY. Like, I just envy you so much.
It's nice.
What about you, Lloyd? What have you been up to, and where can they find you?
Bitch, I just finished motherfucking midterms.
Oh God.
Bitch. Midterms actually might have finished me.
It's real shit.
I really went into that midterm. When I say I don't think I may have cracked open this book like 4 times this entire semester. I'm so fucking tired. Like, my level of senioritis is terrible right now. But somehow God saw fit to make my hand pick the right answers, and I got me a 40 out of 50. Praise Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Beer in
Lord.
your house?
I've always been a strong test taker.
I think it was a
Especially when
spirit
it's
in the house
multiple
that
choice.
helped you.
You see, you've always been a strong test taker.
I have.
I've been in
Especially
very
when
good
it's multiple
guessing.
choice. So midterms, that just finished, and I have this literature review coming up, and I don't feel like writing anything, especially not a literature review, because I don't want to read the literature right now. This wedding it's like doomsday right now. Like, it seems like time is now speeding up with everything. What else have I been doing? Still working out. I haven't been doing insanity, but I have been doing like HIIT workouts here and there. I just haven't been putting it on the internet as much because midterms. And that's it. You know, Garvey's still El Jefe. She's still the boss. But if you want to get in contact with me, you know, that girl _Lloyd on Twitter, IG. And if you want to see my beautiful ass daughter, she'll be under Lloyd _Banks on the Snapchat. But don't send us filth. Don't.
Sounds great. What about you, Crystal?
First of all, that's our child. Thank you. I have been trying to get my life together, trying to get my money up. I have been writing. I also have been converting people to the Church of Game of Thrones. And what else have I been doing? Internet stalking my friends who are being successful. But you can find me on what's the thing called? Twitter, Tumblr as the Chrissy Chula, and of course you can find me on YouTube as Chrissy Chula and on Facebook and Instagram. I also have my own Patreon page. It's patreon.com/Chrissy Chula. If you want to email me, you can email me at ask_Chrissy@yahoo.com if you want to say hey, or if you want your question featured in my Ask Chrissy series. So, yeah.
Sounds great. Well, as for me, I've been up to pretty much the same thing. New day, not shit, ain't shit. You know.
How you gonna drag yourself?
I mean, I'm just trying to live in my truth nowadays, you know. I'm just out here
living it, bitch, because you ain't shit.
Because I'm just trying to live an honest life nowadays, a little bit more honest, I'll say. And I feel like I should just start off with the things that matter.
Nigga, since when have you been honest?
I said recently, goddamn. Fuck y'all.
How you gonna drag yourself and then get mad when we drag you a little bit?
Because this is a solo.
Grow up.
Fuck? Nigga, nigga. This is a solo. This
You
is a me
need this
type
harmony
of thing.
behind you.
This
You
is
needed
what
us.
This is what
Yeah,
I'm
you need
doing.
it.
This is what I'm doing. Not what y'all doing. I ain't ask y'all to put in on this. This is fine. I got this. Thank you.
Yeah, you need a little
Anyway,
help. That's all.
shut
You know,
up.
we saw you up there with the noose around your neck. We just scooted the chair just a little bit. Don't get mad.
I feel personally like y'all are impeding on my right to tell my truth about myself. I didn't ask y'all. I didn't ask for no interludes. I didn't ask for no help, no background vocals. I got this. Thank you.
Oh, now you know how it feels. Now you know how it feels.
Carry on, Beyonce.
Thank you for your time. Anyway, outside of that, I mean, you know, the normal thing. I started a new side hustle. I'm not going to tell y'all on here exactly what it is because I don't know y'all. Y'all might be weirdos and y'all might try and like get a way to get me to your house, and it freaks me out a little bit. But it's been fun. It's been very it's been insightful to have this little side hustle, and it's also been interesting because I get to ride around Houston and see like parts of the city that I've never gotten to see. A lot of nice areas, a lot of money in Houston, like a lot of money. But if you want to find me, you can find me all over the internet at This Zeta's a Jerk. Mostly Twitter, I guess, nowadays. Because, yeah, mostly Twitter nowadays. Because I haven't really been doing much anything else. I haven't gotten my eyebrows done in a while, and they're like fully grown in, so I don't want to appear on camera.
Yeah, you looking like Bert.
Fuck you, Ceewhy.
Hey, Bert. Your eyebrows so long.
Shut up. Fuck you. So yeah, I just haven't been on Snapchat or anything like that because my eyebrow threading lady felt like she deserved a vacation, whatever the fuck that means. So she's been gone for the last couple of weeks, and I don't trust none of them other hoes with my eyebrows. So I guess I'm just gonna have to wait.
That is like a real life decision. Like you gotta have a relationship for you to be doing my brows. Like.
I mean, because I feel like she's the only one who knows how I want my face to look. And I don't want nobody to have me going out there looking surprised or overly angry or, you know, just, I need my shit right.
The hell up. Dead. Look like you got hood owl on your motherfucking forehead.
I mean,
That's
I already have like a severe resting bitch face, but my eyebrows need to frame my face. And just the situation I have going on with my eyebrows when they're fully grown in is just something that takes a delicate and talented hand. So I've been trying my best to, you know, keep all photographic evidence of this moment in my life on the low. Appreciate y'all's time.
Hey, Bert.
Before we get started this was a mistake. Before we get started with the rest of the show, we actually have some feedback from our cousin Pam M. And Pam says,
so Pam found that email.
She did actually.
Uh-huh.
I read over it at work today. You're making noises in the chat, so Ceewhy, you said you don't know how. Ceewhy, put it in the BAP chat because it's coming up on my recording. She said, "Hey, Play Cousins. Yes, I'm still among the living, but it's been a hell of a ride. Sorry I haven't sent shout outs, but between replacing a car, starting a new gig, and trying to raise a teenage girl, fight with the disability people, celebrate the big 5-0 by my damn self because my friends and quote unquote man ain't shit, and bariatric surgery, a girl is tired." Let's just take a moment of prayer for our cousin Pam M.
I'm on the God damn.
I just heard child and my just soul dropped.
That is a lot. I thoroughly enjoyed the October 12th show. I was recouping and was slowly going out of my mind with boredom. Thank God for HWAP. I mean, that's one person to thank. Oh, and by the way, if Lloyd, if you would like to switch out Garvey for a 13-year-old, just say the word.
Oh, hell no.
Lloyd? Lloyd.
I'm thinking. Because Garvey may only be 8 months at this point, but she already has a little mouth on her. And she be rolling her little eyes.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, she get that from her dad. Oh,
So is it a yes or no?
Sam, let me think on that. Let me sleep on it a fortnight. By the next episode, I will have an answer for you. Okay?
Not a fortnight.
But tell homegirl, she might want to pack a little overnight bag. Okay? And you guys send me a list of what I can and can't do.
She said,
I'm gonna have her working out with me. We gonna work out together.
She said, I will put her happy ass on a trailway with the quickness. But enough about that. I didn't get a chance to read the post regarding the passport and Jordan's debate, but I myself have a passport and so does my daughter. Have we filled that bitch up with exotic trips around the world? Nope, because I'm still playing catch up with the cost of that ish. But we are planning a vacation to Mother Africa by 2019 as a graduation gift for my kid. Maybe sooner.
Yes.
Maybe sooner if 45 keep fucking around with North Korea.
Yikes.
I can understand the author's argument. A trip around the world would soothe your soul, but I would have to say it. I would have to say it a less judgy. I personally ain't buying my kid a pair of Jordans regardless if we had a passport or not. But people do and will take offense if you come at them sideways. Let people live. If you want to waste your money on whatever it is you like to do, then do you, boo. If you don't live with me and I don't depend on you to pay a utility bill, then have a ball. As for me and my house. But anyway, my New Orleans trip was fabulous, hot as hell and filled with crazy meals and clearly not enough drinks. I tried to have a beignet almost every day, major key. We ate at the gumbo spot, Cafe Du Monde, the Mason in Frenchtown, Two Chicks Cafe, and another restaurant that was near the pier inside the Hilton that had the most insane dessert I've ever seen in my life. It was a brownie smothered in ice cream and fudge topped off with a mound of whipped cream. It took all four of us to eat it. I ate gumbo with turkey and andouille sausage, gator, which was surprisingly tasty. Yes, gator is actually delicious.
No, it's not.
All in all, it was a time to be had. Nobody ziplined across Bourbon Street, but girl, I saw some sights that I may never ever forget. Anyway, let me get back to trying to finish dinner at 8 something tonight. My job earned all $7.62 for me today. Stay black, keep fighting, and never ever stop being petty. Peace, love, peace, and hair grease. Pam M.
Alligator is not tasty. That shit is nasty.
You tripping. Gator is delicious.
It tastes like somebody cooked fish. It tastes like somebody cooked chicken in fish grease.
That's actually a very good description.
I don't know. Mine was gator jerky, so it's a little bit. I think my situation was a little different than whatever you had.
That's actually almost a perfect description right there.
I did not enjoy myself when I ate that.
Well, I just want to say first and foremost, Pam, happy belated birthday, boo.
Yes.
If your so-called man did not do what he was supposed to do, then maybe you need to call him something else, or have him call Tyrone.
Yeah, replacement.
Okay. As far as your friends are concerned, I would hope that y'all been friends long enough that maybe you can possibly try to mend that friendship. But then again, if not, fuck them too.
You gotta
walk in your big 5-0 and enjoy your badass self. I'm still gonna think about that 13-year-old swap, because after 3 hours of Garvey, I'm sure you'd want your 13-year-old back. What else?
I feel like whatever issue you have with Garvey, you started it and it's all your fault. So you should probably get your situation together, worry about yourself and your career, and stop trying to blame everything on her. That's what I feel.
You need to fix your lipstick before you try to come for Garvey.
Thank you.
Okay. See what I got to deal with, Pam? You see what I got to deal with?
I'm sorry. Did she send for you? Because you definitely are coming for her. Okay. I feel.
Anyway, I'm glad that you wrote us. Continue to write us. Tell us about all of your random things that's going on. And you said something happened to her car too? Did you say that?
Yeah,
she said she had to replace her car.
She had to replace a car, had bariatric surgery, had to celebrate her birthday damn near by herself. Her daughter tripping. She may or may not have a nigga no more. Just stress, girl. You know what you
That's a lot.
You know, I'm not going to prescribe. I'm not going to suggest illegal things on the air, but you know where it is. And you know what you can do, girl. You know what you can do.
That was very cryptic.
Thank you. I hope she understands what I'm talking about.
I'm not gonna say what I want to say, but you know where it is. You know what you can do. Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah. Sound like you telling her to kill a man, which makes sense.
Also
no,
illegal.
We're not suggesting that at all. Houston, we have a problem. The podcast does not advocate for violence or murder.
Crystal does.
Wait. We don't violence and murder, or just murder, because I mean, a little violence will never hurt nobody.
I'm not saying that we're not telling you can't do it. We just don't necessarily advocate for it all the time. But let me tell you when there will be violence. When you fuck with my baby, okay?
Oh Lord, is there a story coming from this?
There's not well, it was something I was reading on Facebook, and this is my problem. Like, I'm really nervous that if something should happen to my child, whether it's at the hands of another child or, more of a figure, an authority figure, I'm not going to handle it well. So I was reading this article on Facebook about this child. She's like 6, a mixed child, who came home with her head shaved. And the parents were like, we did not give the school permission to shave her head. And the school was saying that they had to shave her head due to for sanitary reasons. And she was like, and the parents are like, well, no, you didn't, because she didn't have lice. There were no bed bugs. So what are your reasonings?
Yeah.
I mean,
and they're saying, and while they were shaving the little girl's head, they were saying racist remarks. And y'all.
What?
Y'all. They were saying, like, they were telling her that her hair was going to grow back straight. Now, I looked at this little girl. She was what the Caucasians would refer to as a ginger, if she could pass. Redheaded little girl, curly hair. And they shaved that baby bald. Now, I do want to note that she is in a school for children with behavior disorders and issues. But still, y'all got me fucked up.
I don't give.
Yeah, I'd be in jail.
Fuck.
I'd be in jail.
What? So wait. So you shave you? Because my thing is that the reason why I'm here to beat your ass is it's a list twice as tall as my child, and at the top of the list is you shave my child head.
Yeah, there it is.
The first question, because my thing is, if it was a real life hygiene issue, I think that you would send the child home.
Can I ask a question? When is it ever okay to sit down and shave somebody's head without their okay? When is that ever not traumatic as fuck? What adults thought that was a good fucking idea? If there's something wrong with my child, send my child home.
And this is the thing. That would be the second reason on my very long list of reasons why I'm about to beat y'all ass.
Right.
Because you saved my child head. And then the second one is you shaved my child's head?
Fam, that makes me so upset, fam.
See?
What?
And y'all talking about it's not a good thing to kill somebody. Kill them.
Lord.
Go to jail. Definitely go that night.
So the mother is suing the school.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. I'm getting the names now. I pulled it up. It was under my saved links on Facebook. So
where did this happen?
This occurred in, I'm looking, somewhere over by the big pond, because they're definitely spelling things in the British way. In these.
Oh, with the U?
With the extra M's and E's and whatnot.
Okay, so excuse me, I'm going to be kicking your arse.
Your arse.
It says it's from the United Kingdom, but it doesn't, as I'm looking through it right now, it doesn't mention what exact area.
Like, are we really?
It says the name of the school is the Little Heroes Group Home. Oh, I lied. In Draycote? I don't know how you
Crystal,
say that.
how you say that?
Well, yeah. Crystal, how do you say that? Draycote, Massachusetts.
How did you spell?
She has severe emotional issues, blah, 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 blah.
And I'm sure this made it better.
Yeah.
They said her hair was in two ponytails on the side, and it was braided, and there was nothing wrong. And then she came home, and this little girl's bald now, y'all. They gave her a low fade, not like a 1, like a 2.
My nigga.
And the lineup ain't even clean.
My nigga, you didn't even line up, fan.
They gotta die.
So have you
That's
ever?
the only solution.
So the mom's name is Denise Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
And she says she goes to the school because she has severe emotional issues, and sometimes she stays overnight at the school.
So have you ever seen those episodes of Dragon Ball Z where they're like floating in the air, and then they like lift their arms up and they're screaming real loud, and they've been screaming for like 45 minutes, and a big ass ball of light just like descends upon the earth?
It's called the spirit bomb.
Thank you. I would do that.
The spirit bomb.
There would be a giant smoldering hole where that school used to be.
Yeah, fam.
Because I myself have decimated the entire area.
Can we play what color the teachers?
Do you really have to ask?
Right, you know what the color of the teachers are.
You know, it doesn't mention the teacher's name. There's no pictures of the teacher. It's just 2 pictures. One of the little girl being bald and one of her hair before, which doesn't look like it has a hygiene problem to me. But what do I know?
Ain't no black teacher because she would have at least lined her up, he or she. Straight like.
I mean, somebody tried to line this little girl up, but it wasn't good.
No,
that's crazy.
No.
And you advertise yourself as a school where I can leave my child overnight if I have to. Do you know what type of like peril you got to feel like you're in as a parent, a good parent, to like want to leave your child at a facility with people who should be able to handle the situation? That's crazy.
Like,
That's
here's my thing. If this is a group home that's supposed to be able to deal with children with emotional issues, you would think that they would have some other protocol. Like, either way it goes, my thing is I'm gonna be sitting on your car at 3 p.m., 3:30, maybe 1 o'clock, maybe 8 a.m. Who knows? I'm gonna be sitting on your car, and you're gonna have to deal with me personally because I don't understand this. Like, I just want to talk. Like, that's all. I just want to talk for now.
Gotta kill you. Gotta kill your family. Gotta erase your.
And see, this is like my ultimate fear, right? Because I have a little black girl. I know I can't protect her from this world, right? And for all the people who live in a colorblind society, she don't have that luxury, right? Like, another story that actually hits closer to home. One of our frat brothers' daughter, who's like 5 or 6, had one of the kids tell her that they don't play with blackies. Y'all, I'm not built for this. Because I'm still trying to talk to that kid's parents.
Gotta kill the kid. Kid gotta die. Gotta throw the whole kid away. Start all over.
If y'all hear something, that's Garvey. She's back on the boob.
Hey, Garvey, what's up, sis? We got you. Just know. Your mom won't have to go to jail. One of us will do it. I just feel like this is one of the
so many
reasons,
violations.
This is why I'm so grateful that I grew up. I may have grown up in the hood and I may have grown up in a shitty neighborhood, but I grew up around niggas. So this wasn't a problem for me. I didn't know really any white people till I went to college. And I'm grateful for that every day as I see white people even harder as every passing day goes.
As I see white people in.
It's just, it's too much for me.
Looking like balls with shoes on.
Just,
so yeah, what do you? I mean, what is the appropriate response for me as a parent to that type of situation? You cut my baby's hair.
That you show up to the school and then the teachers, and then you develop the ability to manipulate the force, and the teacher just starts rising up and choking like fucking Darth Vader. Just Darth Vader that bitch right, and she would just lift off the ground. My rage.
I probably need the Dementors or some shit.
Definitely talk to them and definitely call your little cousins and figure out where they live and have that ass beat. Everybody who was in the room, ass beat.
Just several people will have to take these hands. Like,
I'll Terry Crews and be like, look what they did to my daughter, and let that nigga loose.
It would just be, it would just be so bad. Like, because you shaved my child. I can't wrap my head around what was the conversation when somebody was like, we should shave her head. And then somebody else was like, yeah.
I mean, did she have mega
That's
light?
the first part for me. Like, there's that. Then I want to know what type of restraint you held my baby in.
Oh no, it doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck if my daughter enjoyed it. You getting your ass beat. That's like, that's not gonna change it.
Something like, I don't understand. School ends. Like, you couldn't call me and have me come down. You couldn't send a nigga a picture text. Like, what is this in your daughter's hair? Like, nothing.
Yeah, kill him and make it look like a suicide.
Okay. So, like, I mean, and it's just, that goes in the vein of all those other stories that you hear about when it's like there was a one where a girl down here in Texas was on a away camping trip, and some people like put a noose and drug her by her neck to the point that she had visible marks.
I think about that one all the time because everybody got to die.
Wait, what was that?
Everybody got to die on some the North Remembers type shit, like Arya Stark. Everybody got to die.
Whoa, what happened?
So there was a little girl. She was in, I want to say it was like Waco or Killeen or something, and she was at like an away camp, and she came back, and her well, actually, because the thing is that like somebody put a rope around her neck and like drug her by her neck to the point that it was marks in her neck. And I think that like the administrators called the mom and was just like, oh, she had an accident because there was some rough housing. And then when she got home and her mom saw what like actually happened, she fucking flipped her lid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta kill everybody.
Play about the kids, man. PSA. If you don't know, now you know.
You gotta break into all their shit, and you gotta put child porn on there and make it look like they were a pedophile. Then kill them, make it look like a suicide. And then break into their social media.
So
do a
moving
confession.
on, happier news. Does anybody have any happy news? If you want to see the picture of the girl, I put it in the BAP network chat on Facebook.
On the group.
Yeah, that's the article is literally like maybe 3 paragraphs, so you'll find the pictures quickly.
Well, what were we were talking about a little bit earlier. The strippers in New York are going on strike.
Yeah.
Apparently, New York City strippers are going on a strike. And I laugh too, right?
No more.
That's misogyny. That's like internal misogyny. It shouldn't have been funny to me.
Yo, B,
you know what I mean? Because if any other profession would have said they going on strike, I probably wouldn't have laughed.
No, I feel like the reason why I laughed at first is
that's
because...
me checking myself, okay? Neither here nor there. This is serious. It's real. New York City strippers are planning a strike if they're not already striking. Because like I said, I just happened upon this maybe like 2 or 3 hours ago. So I'm still finding out as we go. Basically because they're saying bartenders are not bartending. They're wearing stripper outfits and they're not dancing either, and they're doing things like strippers, and they're getting their money. They're cutting into strippers' money basically, and they're basically striking for professionalism. They want the club managers to better manage the strip clubs, and then there's a whole nother layer of racism within the hiring within strip clubs. They're saying that they barely hire black women or should I say black presenting women, typical, stereotypical, or, your everyday round way girl as bartenders anymore. Like you got to be exotic or not black. So they're barely letting them dance. And it's sorry. I'm fighting with my 8-month-old. Garvey, do we have to do this? Do we have to?
You do. Thank you for asking. So yeah, actually didn't Ceewhy, do you still have that audio?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Run that shit. Or not.
Yo, son, they taking our money. We can't buy Tim's.
Fuck it.
This shit is terrible, son. They taking all our money. We can't buy Tim's on stage. No more Tim's with stilettos. None of that. All right, let me just play it. I'm sorry.
Have you ever been to a strip club in New York? It's kind of sad. Do you know that right now in the strip club in New York, the bartenders are the new thing right now? And if you notice, they don't even hire black bartenders in New York City strip clubs, which is sad.
But why do you think that is?
Because I feel like people is having these fetish with these girls that they consider exotic,
Keep talking shit, little nigga, fuck around. You gonna turn into some dog.
Poor Cardi B. She's so sad. She's so distraught about this shit.
I did see that video, and she really did look like, and it's fucked up. Like, it's super sad. She looked so mad. Like, this is upsetting.
Yeah. I mean, real talk, when I was watching the video, like, the bartenders are literally slapping her forearm on the stage and then sweeping money into the little bartender area. Like, she swiped a good $100, and every time she turned around, she was doing that. So I feel him. I mean, you don't want nobody taking your breath, especially your cat.
I mean, the main thing I saw when I saw the videos that I saw, I was like, I can't tell which one are bartenders or strippers. Like, who's who?
Right. And her point earlier in the video is like, they don't even make drinks. They're not even pouring drinks. They're not even making them good. They don't even have bartending licenses. They just putting these chicks, basically auxiliary strippers. And, they're getting the money first. And if you saw the video, like the whole bar is just covered in ones, and then they're still taking money off the stage. So you got your whole bar covered in ones and you taking the strippers' money. Grime.
And the thing is that it's nothing that the strippers can really do about it, because it's like, my job is to dance. You know what I mean? And so like they hired me to come up here and dance versus you can go shake your ass behind the stage, just call it dancing to the music. And then they throw money at you on top of tips, on top of whatever other procedures are in strip clubs. And I can't go and get none of that money. Like the strippers sometimes might have to, pay the bar or, like tip out the bar or something like that. And it's like, okay, I got to tip you, but you're not giving me no money, and they throwing money at you. Bitch, I'm here to dance. Right.
Right. They're just asking, the managers to better manage y'all clubs. Like, y'all should not be letting this happen.
They really shouldn't. I mean, and that is on management to make sure, that the bottle girls aren't getting the money, because it's one thing, like, you understand, like, they're gonna get tipped and they're gonna get their stuff like that, but even going to clubs now where you see some bottle girls, not necessarily strip clubs, but the bottle girls, they're scantily clad and they're supposed to present like, attractive women and stuff like that, which I will also note, by the way, I don't see very many dark-skinned bottle girls, but that's a whole nother thing. It's a lot of light-skinned girls, so-called exotic girls, and white girls that ate a yam or two. You know what I mean? But, like, you go and you see them and, they're getting money and they're getting tipped and stuff like that. And that's fine, because, I mean, you're supposed to tip the people who serve you. But I can only imagine what it's like in a strip club, where it's like the whole thing is about the commodification of the female body. And then you're taking money because you get to come, because you're closer to them, because you're serving them alcohol. You're taking my money while I'm up here sweating my weave out.
Yeah, and I just wonder how that works, because do strippers have to pay the club a percentage? How does this work? Yeah. Either way it goes, I just wouldn't want nobody, cutting in on my dollars.
It depends upon the club. One of the main fees that you got to pay is to the bouncer, which kind of makes sense. And then some places, they put everything in a pot and then they split it all up, as far as tips and stuff. You got to tip the bartender, depending upon how it's set up too, So, but I don't understand why club owners are letting this ride like this. It doesn't make any sense.
I feel like club owners are probably on some "my name is Bennett and I ain't in it" type shit. Like some "my name's Paul, this shit's between y'all." Like, well, as long as the club gets its money and gets its percentage, whoever get the money, get the money. I feel like it's a lot like this latest season of Project Runway, and I promise I'm not gonna get mad. This latest season of Project Runway, I'm gonna try. This latest season of Project Runway, there was some people that were helping each other, and even though it wasn't necessarily against the rules, it felt like it was bending the rules, even though it technically wasn't against the rules. So in the sense of the bottle girls, where it's like, y'all can't get up on the stage, y'all can't strip because y'all are bottle girls, y'all can still, dance, shake y'all ass a little bit and get the money, and then it just is what it is, and that's between y'all who take whose money. You know what I mean? Where it's like, that's not a hard break of the rules, but it is bending it a little bit, and it's bending it to the point that it's too far, and it's not right.
Yeah.
See? Yeah. Did it without getting mad.
I was gonna lose a lot of dancers and get fucked.
Yeah, or dancers are just gonna go and become bartenders if they, because the other thing that she was saying in the video is, she was like, the bottle girls can be bartenders and do basically what strippers do, but not have to be a quote unquote stripper and still shit on us for being strippers. But bitch, you getting money off the same niggas the same low key way that we do.
Right, you just picking it off first like a parasite. Fuck out of here.
You ain't got no skills, bitch. You can't climb this pole.
And you ain't even mixing drinks, fam. You just pouring Coke and Remy. Nah.
Yeah. One of my friends who's a bartender, she told me, like, the place that she learned how to really, like, bartend and get her pours and stuff down was at a strip club, because all niggas wants is drinks and shots and shit. So she was like, you can get your little pours down, whatever, and then you can talk to strippers and then trying some of the other, the drinks that you make up and stuff like that, because they get a certain amount of drinks per night depending on the club or whatever like that. But that's besides the point. That is crazy. I wonder, like, what the strike is going to look like, and I also wonder if some of the bottle girls are now going to go and be I don't think it's going to necessarily be like the death of the stripper, but I wonder if, like, bottle service girls are going to become the new wave. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Like just a restructuring of how strip club is run type thing.
Where it's like, okay, you got to be a wait. Because my thing is like, does that mean that I'm gonna have to become a waitress and a stripper now? Like, if it's gonna be like, okay, if you want to be a bottle service and you got to be a waitress and you have to be a dancer, and so then that's gonna be,
Lord, that sounds like a lot of jobs.
I was gonna say that's a lot of fucking work. And I wonder if it's like, okay, the bottle girls are willing to get up there, dance a little bit, do whatever. Maybe they don't go as hard as like the normal dancers, but they may be willing to get up there and dance or whatever like that. And then it's like, I mean, and I think
they're stupid, because all this happened, you're gonna lose your best strippers. They gonna take their ass to another state, because it's already expensive as fuck to live in New York City, right?
Right.
You cutting into their money, they could go to somewhere else, like, Atlanta or somewhere in Florida or California.
They could go on tour if they following is big enough. They can go on tour for themselves, and then you gonna be paying me to come back to your strip club where I used to work, like how niggas is doing Cardi B. But you know, like I wonder if that's gonna kind of change the way strip clubs are run, where now it's gonna be like you're gonna be expected to do both, because that's a lot of fucking work. For not a whole lot of money. You can't pay me enough to be being a waitress and then still got to go up there and dance. If you thought niggas was grabby and hands-on-y and shit like that now, can only imagine. Like, nigga, hands off the merchandise. Well,
but yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting, y'all.
That is interesting. In other news, I'm gonna fix my face for this. Justin Timberlake is performing at the Super Bowl. Like, it's 100% official. And I feel away.
Why do you feel away? Let's talk.
Well, I can't remember the exact year. I just know that I was a young buck when Nipplegate went down. And in case you live under a boulder or you just turned the age of 18 and when did that happen? Were y'all even alive yet? Either way, a long while ago, Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson were performing during the Super Bowl halftime show, and there came a point in the song, he was doing Rock Your Body, and it was a part where I'ma have you naked by the end of this song, and he grabbed the cup of Janet Jackson's corset, bustier, or whatever, and he ripped it off, and it was supposed to be a little piece of red fabric over the breast. And that part ended up ripping off with the cup, and it exposed her nipple that had like a pasty piercing thing on it, which, by the way, I know the guy who sold that pasty to her. Anyway, so it was just this big old thing where it was like, oh, her nipple was on TV, and like when it all came down, like Janet Jackson is still to this day banned from performing at the Super Bowl, and she just took a brunt of the the brunt of the backlash that came from it, and Justin Timberlake let her.
I say, yeah, he just slid like a well-meaning white man. He just slid by. Oh, I wasn't there.
Yeah, like he was like, oh, I don't know what happened. It was her, it was basically like, it was her titty. So what y'all talking, he just let her take the brunt of the force and open. Huh?
I said, like, that titty just popped out.
Yeah. And like, even though it was an accident on both parts, he let Janet Jackson take the dragging, and it's been one of those things that have gone. That's always been a conversation in the undercurrent of people who hate Justin Timberlake, because I recently found out that there is a very large tribe of people who do not like him.
Oh, there is a large tribe that has no country.
There are definitely reasons to not fuck with the boy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
My mom is one of those.
The reason's valid as fuck.
Miss fam, like, really, Justin? Come on, man. 3.
When you really think about like some of the things that Justin Timberlake did, you remember those cornrows? We got a lot of things that we need to talk to Justin Timberlake about, including the fact that he's really not that great, and it's really just Timberland and great production around him that makes him awesome.
Exactly.
That's besides the point. So, he is now performing at the Super Bowl, and I'm salty about it because the only Super Bowl performance that I'm gonna be 100% comfortable with is if he came out, did a song, stood in the stage and apologized to Janet Jackson for 10 minutes and then left. Apologize for your shit, like fully apologize, or be dancing wearing a shirt saying I'm sorry Janet or something. He owes so far down, and I am so fucking pissed. First of all, because if I wanted to see anybody perform at the Super Bowl halftime show, a Janet Jackson halftime show will be lit any day.
Lit as fuck. Lit as fuck.
All Justin is gonna do is get out there and do his best blackface. He's gonna try it real hard. Look, I can dance, I can sing, I can sound like y'all.
And the thing is, I love Justin Timberlake's music, but
I do.
Black people make it.
I know. It's so good. I love his music, and I understand. It's just apologize.
Yeah, I'm not in the tribe that hates him. I don't particularly care for him, and I'm definitely not about to die on the hill for this nigga. Not at all.
Are you gonna watch the halftime show?
Probably not.
Crystal?
I'm not at a point where they're gonna have to bring Beyonce pretty much every year. I don't care about nothing.
Crystal?
Yeah.
You go. You sound sad like Cardi B in that clip. You sound like Droopy the dog. Yeah.
Because man, I love Justin Timberlake so much.
That's why you were quiet. And that's okay.
Like, you don't understand how much of a fanatic I was of NSYNC, and
you know what? And that's okay, sis. That's okay.
and I'm just so.
But you that's why you got to be quiet in this, because you cannot sit here and defend what he
I
did.
can't, man. You know, you just love somebody.
Everybody knows that's fucked up.
You just love somebody so much, and
I don't need 10 minutes of an apology. If he puts on a Sorry Miss Jackson shirt and gives me like 30 good seconds of camera panning,
that is hilarious,
and then a good phone call to her after,
No.
I'm cool.
Man,
I
fuck.
don't need all that personally.
I love him so much, but he was wrong. He was wrong.
As long as you can say that, that's love. That's love. Love is not,
love is
never
patient.
telling somebody they're wrong when they clearly are.
Love
That's
is-
not.
No, I called him and I told him he was wrong.
I know you did. You did what you had to do. You hear Garvey calling you out.
I can't hear her. She fake.
Whoa. Okay, that took a turn for the left. What the fuck?
She know what she did.
She know what she did.
But yeah, I saw that it was like official. Like, yes, he will be performing at the Super Bowl. And I'm just like, I mean, I'm already not gonna watch the Super Bowl this year because I'm not watching football, not only in protest of Colin Kaepernick, but also because the Bengals suck this year. So there's absolutely no point for me to even pretend like I even almost kind of give a fuck this year.
You niggas is 2-4.
Are they? I don't know. I feel like I was a Bengals fan for like a year or two as a way to be connected to home. But as I slowly start to realize that I actually live in Houston, I've kind of started to separate the Ohio stuff out. And it's just kind of like, I live in Texas now. So, yeah. I'm probably not going to watch anyway. And I feel like, with the NFL, you can stop trying to talk to us black people. And I think you should go ahead and give, let Tim McGraw or, let me scroll. Carrie Underwood.
Let I go light up. Y'all can have it back.
Yeah, go ahead and let somebody else. You know what? Let Hall and Oates or somebody go ahead and do the Super Bowl show this year. We're good.
Yeah, because you really never gonna get them Beyonce ratings again. So
That is so funny.
I feel like
Hall and Oates would be lit.
Wouldn't it?
Or Hall and Oates would be super lit, man.
Like, wouldn't it?
Super.
Nigga, I would be in front of the TV. Private eye am watching you.
Look,
Every move.
do something that I bet you people be watching this halftime.
Who? Who'd you say?
Calling those. I'm just old school cats, like real cold.
You know what? I would take a Hall and Oates. I feel like who else? I feel like I would. The only other person that I would really want to see do a Super Bowl show right now would probably be Missy Elliott. Just because I feel like it was some bullshit that she had to share her stage with Katy Perry, and we had to sit through that long ass Katy Perry opener. Like, get to it.
upsetting.
Yeah, I will say though, I was happy with the Lady Gaga. I forgot how much I really liked early Lady Gaga.
Yes.
Because at first when they said Lady Gaga, I was like, ugh, for what? But then when she was singing, I'm in my car, poker face. This is my shit. So.
Like, yeah, I was in full jam mode. Yeah, I forgot that I fucked with her in the long waist.
Yeah, so I would be down for something like that. But let's go ahead and just give it back to. You're right, Garvey. You're right. I feel like we should just go ahead and give it back to the Caucasians for a while. Let them do their thing. I'm getting hello? Okay,
Yeah,
I
that's
got an echo for a second. Yeah, but just if you're not gonna bring Beyonce back to take over the Super Bowl, then I really think that you should just go ahead and give it. You know what? White people like Nickelback, don't they?
I know they don't like the Dixie Chicks, so that's about as much as I got.
Yeah, they don't like the Dickie Chicks, the Chicksy Dicks. Anyway,
I'm sorry. What?
huh?
Wait.
So yeah, I wonder, has Carrie Underwood ever done a Super Bowl? No, she did the theme song. She could do it. That would be nice.
Name a bunch of bland ass. Have you ever had macaroni and cheese with just butter, no cheese?
You know what I'm doing? I'm scrolling through my music and naming all the white people that come across it. So getting a
Harrison
little.
Ford had
You
Super
know
Bowl,
what? Actually,
Super Bowl halftime show. Harrison
Actually,
Ford. maybe?
Maroon 5 would be a good one.
I
would
was
watch
just about
Maroon
to say
5.
Maroon 5.
That shit
What's
would
you
go.
two doing?
Who?
What's you two doing?
You know what? I've quit fucking with U2 after they
Are y'all just naming all the white people that y'all know?
Why no? I don't fuck with U2
I mean,
ever since they put that.
I just feel like these are not real choices.
I personally do not fuck with them since they put that damn
album on my phone
without asking me.
Girl.
But I feel like white people do love them.
I just feel like these aren't real choices that y'all are making like decisively.
Is
y'all
Kelly Clarkson still making music?
Know.
We don't give a damn. I am white people I know.
Y'all just naming all the white groups y'all
Let
know.
me get through my list, Crystal.
I named the actor. I said give Harrison Ford a halftime show. Just let him get his ass out there.
See, you just naming white people you know.
They
Harrison
should
Ford.
let. It's upsetting me because as I keep scrolling through white people, Justin Timberlake keeps coming up. But yeah, I mean, I just feel like y'all should give us Negroes a rest. We're good, and y'all should do something else. Like, I mean, Adele, that wouldn't be that great of a concert, but I mean, it'll be great to listen to, but not really to see. Give it a little spectacle. That would be nice.
People will watch it. We won't.
You know what? Pink. You know what? She's been doing a lot lately. She's got a new album out. Pink would be a good one. I would watch it.
I would actually watch Pink though.
How about Kesha?
You know what? She has been on. She's been on white people's radar for a little while, and she's doing some things. I think that maybe Kesha, that would be a good one.
Why you say Kesha like that? What's wrong?
I don't know. I feel like that's how you're supposed to say Kesha.
No, stop it.
I mean, do the Veronicas still make music?
What the fuck?
What is a Veronica?
All right, guys. I'll talk to y'all later.
Okay. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Okay, so Garvey. Okay, we're sorry. So I have one more thing. You know, we're actually just gonna save that for the fireside chat because that'll actually be a fun one to do on the fireside chat. You know what? The white people like the DJ Khalid. Why don't we get DJ Khaled to do some stuff?
Did you just call him DJ
Khalid?
DJ Khalid.
Yes. My name is DJ Khalid.
DJ Khalid. His name is Khaled, and that never gets old to me.
But yeah, that would actually be a good look because then he could bring a bunch of people with him. Actually, that would probably be the best look.
You know what? Because then they could do like DJ Khaled, and then they could end it with Wild Thoughts, and then bring Carlos Santana on the stage. That would be dope.
People love Carlos Santana during the Super Bowl. Love him.
Oh, I love Carlos Santana. He's one of my favorite guitarists.
No, he said Beyonce is not really that good of a singer. So
Carlos Santana is old and Hispanic. I've stopped listening to him listening to him talk for a long time ago. Exactly, Garvey.
Santana says that you let that. You don't argue with it. You don't get mad at it. You let that shit ride because Beyonce lets it ride.
Yeah,
you can't say shit to Carlos Santana, fam.
Yeah, I mean it's just it's whatever. Sure, whatever.
Yeah, that's fine. Some people don't like okra. That's cool. Go ahead.
So let's see. Does anybody have anything else? Or do you guys want to go into our Tifa tried it?
Tifa tried it.
I had something and I definitely forgot it.
Well, great. So I guess we'll start with our guest Ceewhy. Has anybody tried you lately?
No.
So it's just been a fabulous week of nobody fucking with Ceewhy. It's been
the way Ceewhy for the past couple months has been trying to figure out how to make his life include more people that I don't like, or not include people that I don't like. So I've been staying out of the way of shit, trying to just build a better life where I'm not running into people that I loathe or just listening to goat mouth motherfuckers say shit to me that I don't like. So ain't nobody really been trying the boy lately. It's been a lot of love. It's been good.
Okay. Sounds great. Well,
yeah.
What about you, Lloyd? Do you have any good ones? Because mine's kind of meh.
Two real quick. I want people.
Excuse me, hold on a second. Garvey has something to say.
Yeah,
Garvey clearly has something to say. She gone now. Bye, Garvey.
Bye, Garvey.
Okay, so my tea for tried it is people who clearly do not value other people's labor.
Oh,
Basically,
Lord.
you cheap motherfuckers that keep trying people who hand make items or, you know, work with their hands or on their feet. You niggas make me sick. I'm tired of y'all. Y'all are not about to be having the main event for y'all $2,000 budgets. It's not happening. You're not gonna have that type of cake for that $50. Okay, you're not getting 100 cupcakes and a 4-tier cake and 75 cake pops and a dessert bar delivered for $75. You're not getting no wasteland faux locks for $50. The fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, these people are working. They have a business to make money. And this is the type of work where they're working on their hands or their feet or with their hands or in their feet. And y'all need to value people's labor. And if you can't afford to pay for it, leave them the fuck alone. Go elsewhere. You don't have to spend your money with them, but don't knock them for knowing what they're worth and charging what the fuck they're worth. And then my second tea. No, I'm gonna say that for the fire chat. That might get a little personal. I'm still in my feelings. All right, that's all I got.
Crystal.
I'm glad you motherfucking asked. So,
All right.
Excuse me. First, okay, before I get into my tea for tried it, I would just like to say Robert Guillaume died yesterday. People didn't know. He was the voice of Rafiki in Lion King. He was also in Benson, and so R.I.P. to him.
Sad face.
What'd you say?
I said sad face.
So I work at a bank, okay? And the last week I was minding my own motherfucking Negro business. And I was sitting down and one of my coworkers came up to talk to me and we were having a conversation. Let me calm down. Okay. Somebody, now there's this other person, he's higher above me as far as rank. He's two levels above me as far as position goes, but he's in a different department. He came out of fucking nowhere while me and my coworker were talking and sat right in the middle of us. First of all, it's rude. And said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm doing nothing. Why? Is there a problem? Do you need help? Do you need me? What do you want?" And he said, "Well, I'm just wondering, you're sitting there, with your magazine. Am I not allowed to have a magazine, bitch? What do you want? Is there an issue? Well, what time do you start? Why?" So I'm thinking when he asked me this question, I'm moving to a different department in December. And I'm moving to a different position in December. And so I'm going to be supporting one of the managers that's on his team that he manages. So I'll be assisting her, but I'm not going to be reporting to him in any fucking capacity. I should preface that I'm not reporting to him in any fucking capacity. Nothing I do has anything to do with him. So I thought he was talking about my new position. So I said 11:30. And he said, "Okay, so you start at 11:30. Yes. So would that show up on your schedule?" "I guess. I'm not sure. Why? Once again, what the fuck do you want? Why are you over here in my department at my desk interrupting me and my other coworker talking? What do you want? Why are you here? Ho, why is you here?" He goes, "Okay, so if I check that later, it'll show up." "Sure, I guess." He goes back and emails my manager and CC's her manager and says that I lied about my fucking schedule and that I should be reprimanded. And then I got irritated with that because, first of all, why you in my business? Now you just stirring the pot. I'm terribly sorry that you're a messy gay that's still in the closet and you're frustrated about your life and the decisions that you made. And now you realize that you are a 60-year-old gay man and you stuck in a loveless marriage. But that you're not going to take that shit out on me. Mm-hmm. So it keeps going. This was last week. This was maybe last Wednesday. And my manager was just like, this is so petty. Why is he even bringing this up? I said, man, I don't even know. She asked me what happened. I told her what happened. I told her that I was confused about what he was asking me. And my manager's manager said he was going to have a talk with me. He hasn't yet because he's full of shit, but that's another thing. White men are useless. Anyways, so so I'm thinking, all right, it's squashed. This was like at 11:30 in the morning. So later on that afternoon, by the end of my shift, they were still emailing her about this. Like, oh, why? I guess this is a known issue that Crystal has been laid, and why would she lie? First of all, it's already been squashed. Why are you still fucking talking about this? Then yesterday, almost a week later, he emails my manager again and says, well, has the issue been resolved? Have you put her on a performance improvement plan? What's going on?
Big trying to get you fired.
Right. He's really he's going out of his fucking way to be petty and try to get me fired for no goddamn reason. I haven't done anything to this man. I haven't said shit to him. And for him to be this type of trifling and call me a fucking liar as many goddamn times as you have been reported to HR, you godless, soulless, bitch ass, dickless motherfucker. You gonna try to call me a motherfucking liar, and all I do is come into work every single day and do what the fuck I'm supposed to do, and I don't report to you in any motherfucking capacity at all. You can eat a bag of dicks. And his little fake ass excuse, his reason, his excuse was that because since I'm going to be reporting and I'm going to be helping one of his managers, he wants to make sure I'm on the up and up. Bitch, I've been here for several years. You ain't been worried about me. You was up here all up in my ass trying to learn French from me, trying to get me to get you books and tutor you. You can eat my ass. You can lick the darkest, deepest, blackest part of my ass. Fuck him. I'm going to kill him.
No, she ain't.
I'm not editing that out because I don't have time. So we're just going to assume that was a, dramatic moment. Because I'm not editing.
That was dramatic.
So my tea for Tried It is going to go out to the fans of RuPaul's Drag Race. Now, for those who don't know, I
am
a RuPaul's Drag Race super fan, as is Crystal. It's a thing. Yep. And there's going to be a season of All Stars that are going to come out, the third season of All Stars. And and so the All Star 3 cast was recently announced, and one of the people who are going to be coming back this season is Shangela LaQuifa Watley. Now, there's been a lot of conversation about why Shangela is being allowed to come back. Quick history lesson. Shangela was originally on season 2, and then she was brought back on season 3. She left first in season 2, and then I think that she left like 5th or 6th in season 3, and then now she's coming back for All Star. So everybody is treating it and acting like, oh, why is Shangela coming back? She's already been on here. She's already had her opportunity, this and this and that. First of all, bitch, Shangela LaQuifa Wiley is one of the most successful people to come out of RuPaul's Drag Race. She has worked more, booked more, made more money off of her appearance on this show than anyone. That includes Bianca Del Rio. Now, granted, Bianca hasn't been a Ru girl nearly as long as Shangela, but for Shangela to have never been in the top 3, to never have placed higher than about 5th place, to never have been a high-ranking, high-fashion member of the RuPaul Drag Race community, she is one of the most famous queens to come out of the show. So that should tell you something about her. Shangela's a bad bitch, and my question is,
she's also a fan favorite.
She's a fan favorite. Like I said, she is one of the most popular queens. I would say that she is top 5 most popular queens to come off of RuPaul's Drag Race. It's undeniable. Her star power is undeniable. So there's been a lot of conversation with people talking shit about why she's coming back and nobody wants to see Shangela and and all this other stuff. Now, mind you, Trixie Mattel was eliminated on her season, brought back, and then eliminated immediately after she was brought back on her season. Okay? So she's been on the show just as many times as Shangela has. But nobody's asking questions about why Trixie Mattel is back. And can I ask y'all why? Because Trixie is white and Shangela's black, and I'm tired of people pretending like that doesn't factor into anything. The same reason why Jasmine Masters is treated like shit, why Nina Bonina Brown is treated like shit, but nobody says anything about Acid Betty, who was a bitch the entire time she was there, and she didn't last long. Jasmine Masters didn't do anything to anybody. Nina has like serious and real issues. Nobody has anything to say about Chanel. She had a fucked up attitude every time she was on the show. I am just so sick and tired of these people who have all these different comments and has all this negative shit to say about people. Like, it's an all-star season. She's a star. Now everybody's like, oh, this season is full of just is second place and 2 big queens. Okay, first of all, Shangela and Trixie are some more of the most popular drag queens that come out of the show. Outside of Morgan McMichaels, who don't you know? All your stars are booked. They busy. They ain't got time to go play around on TV. I'm sorry, Garvey, you're right. So, at the end of the day, I just want to say that all of them are trying me specifically because I am tired of sitting here and arguing with these queens and pretending like they, and people pretend like, oh, it's not about race. You're a liar. You're a motherfucking liar because Shangela is a starra. A starra.
Yeah.
And when she wins this season, which I hope she does, I hope she shuts all you bitches up and she's going to be standing right next to Chad Michaels and Alaska cheating ass Thunderfuck 5000. Thank you for your time.
I don't understand why Morgan is there. I guess I don't understand why Ash is there.
Exposure for Morgan. But we can have this conversation off air. Well, guys, wait, no, we forgot our Yas bitch. I didn't pick one this week. Did anybody have one?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh at you.
I don't even know what you were laughing at, but no. We're gonna give it to Cardi B because, Cardi B.
She's an eternal Yas bitch.
I was gonna say somebody.
Who? Chuckles.
So, what?
Go.
Go. Janet Mock, who is a transgender activist and an author, she has just been picked up as a writer for Ryan Murphy's new FX drama series.
Shut up.
And it's called Pose, and it is going to be centered around transgender people, and it's going to be, I think they said it's going to be the first show about transgender people, about trans people. So
about trans people by trans people or what?
It is, well, she's a writer, she's trans, so they're gonna be trans writers, and the actors are gonna be trans.
Oh, okay, that's exciting. I'm gonna definitely make sure I check that. Also, Gucci is a New York Times bestseller. So yes, bitch to you too. Congratulations.
Yes.
All right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. We appreciate you guys for listening. We're so happy that you decided to stick to us through this nonsense because between you and me, we didn't have a docket at all. So
professional podcasting.
We didn't have a docket at all, and I was just all prepared to get on here and bullshit it, but real niggas do real things, and this turned out well. I'm happy. So maybe I will never have to really for real do a docket again. Just a thought. Anyway, if you want to get in contact with the show, you can email us at HoustonWeHaveAProblemPod@gmail.com. If you want to tweet us, you can tweet us at T for Tried It. You can find us on the Black Astronauts Podcast Network group page. You can also become a patron at www.patreon.com. We really appreciate you guys for listening. And if you want to find me, Ray, you can find me all over the internet at This Zed is a Jerk. Ceewhy.
Find me at CEEWHY612 anywhere on the internet.
Lloyd.
You can find me at thatgirl_Lloyd on Twitter and IG, and Lloyd_Banks on Snapchat. But y'all send me filth on that, and I will find you and hurt you.
And Crystal.
I'm sorry, I'm distracted. This dog keeps barking. I want to shoot it. You can find me on YouTube and Instagram as Chrissy Chula, also on Facebook, and Twitter and Tumblr as The Chrissy Chula. If you want to email me, you can email me at ask_Chrissy@yahoo.com. If you want to be a patron and be a donor, you can go to patreon.com/Chrissy Chula.
All right, guys. Awesome. We will catch y'all in a fortnight. And until then, bye.
Bye.
Bye.